The Interprovincial Amateur Hockey Union, IAHU or IPAHU, was the premier amateur ice hockey league in Canada after the split between the amateur and professional ice hockey teams of the Eastern Canadian Amateur Hockey Association, ECAHA. In 1908. History. In November 1908, the Montreal Victorias resigned from the ECAHA and proposed to set up a new amateur ice hockey league. The founding meeting of the new Interprovincial League was held on November 14, 1908. That same day, the Montreal Hockey Club resigned from the ECAHA after not being allowed to hold on to Didier Pitta, whom the club had signed from Montreal Shamrocks. Montreal HC then met with the Victorias to apply. The league's first president was Blair Russell of the Victorias. The first vice president was Percy Quinn of Toronto AAC. Second vice president was A. Sutherland of Ottawa Cliffsides, and the treasurer was A. Eves of the Montreal Hockey Club. The same day the team representatives wrote the league's constitution. The teams began play in January 1909 with a four-team league of the Victorias, Montreal Hockey Club, Ottawa Cliffsides and Toronto AAC. Toronto AAC would continue play in the Ontario Hockey Association Senior Series as well. In February 1909, it was announced that a new championship trophy for Canadian amateur teams was donated by Sir Montague Allen. The new Allen Cup was given to the Victorias of the IAHU as the premier amateur team. Ottawa Cliffsides were IAHU champions and became Allen Cup champions as well. The Cliffsides would lose the Allen Cup in a challenge to Queen's College of Kingston, Ontario. For 1910-11, the league doubled to 8 teams, with 2 Ottawa teams and 2 Montreal teams in the Central Division, and a new Eastern Division with teams in Grandmere, Trois-Rivières, Westmount and Sherbrooke. The league expanded again for 1911-12 to 13 teams, with 4 in the Central, 5 in the Eastern and 4 in a new Montreal division. In 1912-13, the league expanded to 15 teams in 5 divisions. It was the peak of membership in the Interprovincial. As in 1913-14 the Montreal teams left to join the Montreal City League, the Ontario teams to various senior leagues, leaving only a single East Division of 5 teams. 1913-14 was the final season of the Interprovincial teams. Almont, 1912-13. Brockville, 1911-1913. Carleton Place, 1912-13. Grandmere, 1910-1914. Montreal Nationals, 1911-12. Montreal Victorias, 1908-1913. Montreal Hockey Club, 1908-1913. Montreal Street, Patrick's, 1911-12. Montreal Shamrocks, 1911-12. Ottawa College, 1912-13. Ottawa Cliffsides, 1908-1911. Ottawa New Edinburghs, 1910-1913. Ottawa Stewarton, 1911-1913. Perth, 1912-13. Pembroke, 1912-13. Quebec Laurentide, 1913-14. Quebec Street, Patrick's, 1912-1914. Renfrew, 1911-1913. Shawinigan Falls, 1912-14. Sherbrooke, 1910-1914. Smiths Falls, 1912-13. Toronto Amateur Athletic Club, 1908-1910. Trois-Rivières, 1910-1912. Westmount, 1910-1912. Allen Cup champion, Clamin, Dave, 2000. Montreal Senior Leagues to 1918. Total Hockey, 2nd ed. Total Sports Publishing, pp. 44-47. ISBN 1-892129-85-X.